Looking at Cheetor and Shadow Panther is almost like I'm staring at an official OC Sonic character. How's it going, guys? It's Plastic Disasta doing another speed review. The figure we're going to look at today is Shadow Panther from the Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom line. Now, even though this character did not appear in the show, maybe it's for Hasbro or Takara just to milk it just a little more. Hey, I don't blame them. Look at Bandai making a bunch of unicorn model kits. So going back to review, I never heard of this character Shadow Panther before. Plastic Disasta is a fake fan. He doesn't know any obscure Transformers characters. Why must you hurt me this way? And who is this obnoxious narrator? Luckily, I had taken a look at the TF wiki page to get to know the character. Since this is a speed review, I'll try to make this short as possible. He is an undercover agent for the Predacons, who remodeled himself as Cheetor. And speaking of Cheetor, this mold is the same exact thing as this figure, and I'm not going to go over the articulation and the transformation. If you really want me to see me do that, please check out the Cheetor review. Now, let's get on to review, taking a look at the box art. Look at the packaging. Here we have a nice line art of Shadow Panther and his robot mode and beast mode. Look at the back of the packaging. He turns from robot mode to beast mode in 20 steps. And this side of the box, well, if you've seen some of my Kingdom reviews, you know what this is. So, with the packaging out of the way, let's take a look at Shadow Panther, and let's also bring in Cheetor because I'm going to do a few comparisons. So looking at Shadow Panther and Cheetor, it seems like Shadow Panther has more paint than Cheetor. I forgot to mention, this is Netflix Cheetor, not the Kingdom Cheetor. Kingdom Cheetor has a little more paint than Netflix does. So thanks to my buddy TFG for pointing that out. You get a nice looking Cheetor, but you lose some paint. So you win some, you lose some. Going back to comparisons, taking a look at the head, you see that Shadow Panther, that's actually his battle mask. Now I'm going to put up an image where he looks like without the battle mask. And I think Shadow Panther without the battle mask actually looks a little better. Taking a look at the forearms, well, you can see that this is silver paint and it's got a nice tiny Predacon symbol. While looking at Cheetor, that's just bare plastic. Taking a look at the legs, well, you can see who's the clear winner. Comparing the accessories, well, you can see that Shadow Panther's axe is actually painted on the blade, while for Cheetor, it's not. But if you look at the Kingdom version, the blade is actually blue, which is kind of weird to be honest. But I'll give this to Hasbro Takara. At least the polka dots are actually well done for Cheetor. Of course, the polka dots are well done on Cheetor's body as well. Look at the back of the figure. Well, there's almost nothing to say, except for Cheetor has a little more color on this part of the shoulder. One thing I forgot to mention, if you look at the side of Shadow Panther's head, the yellow paint, it's not done very well. It needs a few more layers, maybe one more, just to make it look complete. I know it's not really showing it on my iPhone, but if you look at it in person, you know what I mean. And of course, how could I forget? Every figure in the Kingdom line comes with a card, and it looks like I had the card of Black Arachnia. And if we peel it, well, it's her holding the staff. Now, I did say I won't go over the articulation, but just know that the articulation of this figure is actually good, but it could have been better, only at the knee bend. Now that you've seen Shadow Panther in the robot mode, let's turn him into the beast mode. Shadow Panther, terrorize. So I did say we're skipping the transformation. Here is Shadow Panther in the beast mode, and I had to say, I dig this beast mode, especially the red eyes. It really makes this beast look threatening. He is a Predacon after all. They are a threatening group. Comparing Shadow Panther's beast mode to Cheetor's beast mode, there's really not much to say. It's just that Cheetor is more colorful, but for both of them, I just wish their claws are painted. As for articulation of beast mode, well, just know that overall it's pretty decent, but again, it could have been better. But hey, they're both deluxe figures. What do you expect? A masterpiece? I'm not sure if I said in my Cheetor review, but I wish they could have done a better job to hide the colors that's sticking out like a sore thumb. So now that you've seen Shadow Panther in the robot mode and beast mode, let's turn back to robot mode and move on to my final thoughts. Moving on to my final thoughts, overall, it's a nice figure. Everything on this figure is actually well done, but the articulation on the other hand, it could have been a little better. I could still say you can add this figure to your collection if you're a Beast Wars fan or if you're a fan of the Kingdom line in general. And if you haven't noticed, I did skip over the size comparison because if you did see the Cheetor review, I did do the size comparisons. I mean, you know it's the same height, so you already got the general idea. And this is a deluxe figure, and deluxe figures are more on the smaller side, but not like core class or legends class small. That's about it for the review. I want to say thank you guys guys so much for watching this review. If you made it this far, please consider subscribing if you want to see more content, questions, concerns, comment down below, and leave a like as well, and I'll see you guys in the next video. 2 speed reviews in a row? It's not like Plastic Disaster gonna take his time and do a legit one. Boy, you better shut your mouth because I got a legit review right here.